Hello, YouTubers. This is Robert Brisen95 here with, I think last night in my drunken haze I mentioned I was going to do like a EDH kind of what I have so far deck tech for um, my next budget build, my Riku build. I ended up taking some cards. I ended up taking a couple cards out. Like I took, because it doesn't really fit in the budget theme. I took my Cameo out and a couple other ones. But like the Mind Sculptor doesn't really fit in the whole budget theme. It works great in the deck, but doesn't fit the budget. Because I like to keep things budget so people can copy them fairly easy. Anyway, and for some reason I can't reply to my comments on my. For those of you who commented on the video last night, Aphramime, that's an excellent idea. I keep a notebook already of all my EDH decks. It's a really good idea for people to do for any of their decks. Write everything down. I have one for some old standard decks and stuff like that. Well, now it's modern, or you know, because it's all Zendikar stuff and Alara. Mike's Ultimatum Modern is a really good idea. I'm not sure what I'd want to do yet. I'd probably set up a couple different ones, like have a modern one and maybe a kitchen table one where it's no holds barred. Every card in the entire history of Magic is legal type thing, or it may just be pure EDH. I don't know. I'll have to think on it. And I will. I like Lubufu. I like your idea. I could do something for Ravnica. I don't know too much about the current set. I don't know how much. Is it like 20 years after or something like that, or is it? I don't remember what they said. Like how long it takes place after Dissension. But yeah, no, the stories of there's a really good one. A really good book that takes place on Ravnica. It actually takes place on quite a few different planes of it. I mean, you go to Kamigawa in the book and Esper. Yeah, I think at one point you go, no, you don't go to Esper. That's Test and Metal. Anyway, Agents of Artifice about Jace, Liliana, and Tezzeret, and Nicol Bolas and stuff. It is a really, really good book. Of course, it takes place in Ravnica because of Jace. Gives you a really good feel of Ravnica itself. It's how I pictured Halcyon, almost. Like Halcyon, the ancient Thran city of Halcyon that rested on the caves of Koilos. Anyway, I'm getting off topic, and it would really be a really good idea. I'd like to do a tournament. It'd be fun. Maybe do some other stuff. And for those of you also, I forgot comments. Quad 9s, yeah. There's too many things going on. People are being too dicky. But anyway, let's get down to this. I'm going to do this in a 5-part section because I tend to rant and rave. So let's start it off. The only two walkers I have so far keeping in the budget theme are Garrick Wildspeaker and Jace 3.0. Not set on either of them. I may actually just go completely walker free because sometimes they just don't. Except for Garrick. Garrick Wildspeakers tends to be good because you can use them to untap and then tap that mana again and stuff like that. So we'll start with artifacts. Start creature-wise. Well, I guess it's kind of unorganized. We'll just go through them. These are the artifacts I have so far, just kind of stacked that I've weeded through most of them. Darksteel Mirror is going to be for Nin the Pain Artist. If you keep pinging him with Nin, it's pretty much card draw in itself. Of course, a Solemn. Sundering Titan, I'm on the fence about this. Most people really don't like it. It's kind of a mean card. So here's one called Spellbinder. It's got imprint. It's an equipment card that you put on a creature, and it says when Spellbinder comes into play, you may discard a card in your hand from the game, instant card in your hand from the game. When equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you may copy the imprinted instant card and play the copy without paying its mana cost. It's like Isochron Scepter, except actually an equipment, because Isochron Scepter just sat on the board, or no stick is what we used to call it. Because when Isochron Scepter came out, you put like, you know, unsummon or something on it, like a counterspell, some kind of say no. So it was a no stick. Use Voltaic Key to untap it. So, but Spellbinder is actually a pretty good card. So you can. It doesn't have like Isochron Scepter. It has to have something 2 or below in its mana cost. But this you can, you know, any instance you want can go on this. I mean, Path to Exile, Lightning Bolts, we're having a brain part here. It'd be cool if it was sorcery, because then you could put traumatize on it and attack them, and they traumatize them every time you attack. But there's so many possibilities. So anyway, good card. Very underrated card. It's a very underrated card. Spellbinder. It's from Darksteel. So of course, Basilisk Collar. It's just a really good card. Whisper Silk Cloak. Swiftfoot Boots. You ever notice how no one can say Swiftfoot Boots without kind of sounding like a redneck? Make your Swiftfoot Boots. Sorry. Of course, Darksteel Ingot. Manolith. It's a fairly decent card. This is a really good card. I actually pulled it out of the Venser Koth dual deck. It's Journeyer's Kite. This is a really good card. It's very good utility. So if you want, it's better than Sisei's Ring and stuff like that. It's cheaper too. So search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. You pay 3 and tap it. So Sisei's Ring costs what, 6? And same with Expedition, and you can only use Expedition map once. It's a good card. Of course, this is just in here. It's a Howling Mine. I like Howling Mine. It's a good card. Graveyard Hate, probably good for Genesis. I got a Mana Vault. O-Stone. Tumbling Cube. Oof. And this isn't. The budget I'm sticking under is like $20 and under, like $15 under maybe. We'll see. But this one's kind of in here just because I like this card. Of course, you gotta have a Mox Opal. Mox Opal is just a great card. So, and one of the cooler cards in the deck that will just let you do so many crazy things. Mirari. So anyway, those are the artifacts and creatures. Maybe give suggestions on what I should leave in or take out. I'm having a really hard time with this deck. It's so many things running through my mind. I can't focus on what I want to do. I know it's going to be pretty heavy blue based, but it just seems what it's going to be because there's so many cool blue spells. Anyway, so next video should be the lands and the multicolor. So rate, comment, subscribe, YouTube. Thanks for watching.